Hello guys, I'm Vaishali Kikan from Dopamine and we are discussing digital circuits. Today in this video we are going to start our discussion with the priority encoder, which is a very important topic for you. So understand this topic in detail and in depth. So let's start our discussion with this, but before that, if you have still not watched the previous video, go watch it first, where I have already given you the introduction to the encoders. What are the encoders? Its general structure I have already discussed. I have already discussed the 4 to 2 encoder as well as decimal to the BCD encoder as well. So if you have still not watched it, watch it first and then come here. In the priority encoder, basically we have the priority function. It is an encoder circuit that includes the priority function. So if we have two or more inputs which are equal to 1 at the same time, then the input which have the highest priority will take the precedence. Basically in the encoders, in the 4 to 2 encoder, we took the input as 0001, 0010, 0100 and 1000, and for that we got the output as 0001, 10 and 11. But what if I have two input lines as one? So in this case we are going to have the priority encoder. So we are going to give the priority to the inputs. So D here is having the highest priority, C is lesser than that, B is lesser than then, and A is having the lowest priority. V is a valid output indicator. V represents that we have got a valid output where one or more input are equal to 1. So basically when all of the inputs are 0, so we are going to get the V as 0. V is 1 if any of the input is set to 1. So in this case, this case, this case and this case, any of the input is set to 1, so V will be set to 1. Now coming to the Y0 and Y1. So A is having the lowest precedence, and if A is 1 and rest all of other are 0, then we are going to get 0, 0 as the output. If I have B as 1, whatever my A is, I don't care about A. So C and D are set to 0 because these are higher precedence. So lower precedence could be 0 or 1. So it is don't care. Then the output should be 0, 1. If C is 1, lower than that should be don't care, and higher than that D should be 0. So then we are going to get 1, 0 as Y1, Y0. So if D is set to 1, I am not bothered about ABC. So I am going to get Y1, Y0 as 1, 1. V is set to 1 when any of the input is 1. Now coming to the K-map simplification. Now let's understand how I am going to draw the K-map. So basically we have D0, D1, D2, D3. So these are ranging from 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. The upper one is 0, 0. This row is 0, 0. Right, then 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Right, so similarly here we have D2, D3, D0, D1 as 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Here also we have D2, D3, D1, D0 as 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. I hope you remember these things. Even if I don't represent what are them, you know which cell represent which minterm. Right, now we have to first simplify for V. So V is 0 only in the case D1, D0, D2, D3 all are 0. So it is 0 for the first case. If any of the input is 1, D1, D0 or D2 or D3. So you see in these cases, in all of these other cases, we have any one of the input to be 1. So in all of the other cases, we are going to get 1. So you will simplify it and you are going to get V as A plus B plus C plus D. Right, so you are going to make the highest grouping. So you can see like this, we are going to make, like this we are going to make. Right, so this is how you are going to get the highest grouping, and you are going to get A plus B plus C plus D. Right, then you are going to come to the Y1. So for Y1, if the all of the input are 0, so let's see, if all of the input are 0, Y1 is basically it is not care and y0 is also don't care, and the valid output is 0. So basically y1 and y0 will be remaining in their previous state, so that's why I have represented don't care. They should not change whatever their previous state is if I am not supplying any input to ABCD. So don't care on 0 0, right? When D0, D1, D2, D3 all are 0 0, then don't care. Now coming to D0, D1, D2, D3 as 0 0 0 1. So now you see here D0, D1, D2, D3. So here A represents D0, D1, C, D2, D, D3. So basically D0, D1, D2 should be 0 0 0 and D3 is 1. So here in this case we can keep all of the X to be 0 and D to be 1. So Y1 is 1 in this case. So in this case you are going to put Y1 as 1. So now for 0 0 1 1. So for that I am going to take 0 0 1 1. For that here I am going to take these two as 0 and this X as 1 and this as 1. So again the Y1 is 1. Now let's see the next case. Here in this case I am going to take, we have D0, D1 as 0 1, then D2, D3 as 0 0. So 0 1 0 0. So here you can take this as 0. So this X as 0. So 0 1 0 0. In that case I am going to get the output as 0. So that's how you are going to put here 0. So here we have 1 1 0 0. So here in this X you are going to put 1. So 1 1 0 0, the output is for y1 it is 0. So that's how you are going to fill all of the cells, right? So you have to you will get all of these numbers and then you have to make the grouping. So when you are going to make the grouping, basically you are going to make the grouping like this, right? So you are going to get C plus D as y1. Similarly, you are going to make the grouping for y0. So for all zeros it is don't care. Then here you are going to fill all of the values and then you are going to make the grouping and you are going to simplify this K-map. Y0 is coming out to be D plus BC bar. So now coming to the priority line encoder. So I am going to have the 4 inputs D, C, B and A. I need the C bar also. So I am going to take C connected to the inverter and here I am going to get the C bar. So now if you see the output Y1 which is C plus D. So I am going to take C. I am going to get connected to D, right, and OR gate. So here I am going to get C plus D as Y1. So now if you check Y0, so it is D plus BC bar. So we have D, right, we have C bar, right, and we have B. So B and C bar are sent to the AND gate and here I am going to get BC bar. This D I am going to take and connect with the OR gate to the D. So D is connected to the BC bar with OR gate. So I am going to get D plus BC bar, which is my Y0. Now V was A plus B plus C plus D. So I am going to take all of them and I am going to send through the OR gate. So this is C and D and this is B and this is A. So I am going to send all of them to OR gate and this is how I am going to get V as A plus B plus C plus D. So I hope you understood how I made the priority encoder, its truth table and the priority line encoder. If you still have any doubt, you can put that out in the comment section and I'll be reaching out to you as soon as possible. So meet me soon. Till then, bye bye. Take care. Thank you.